What up? What up? What up? This is Mike, the philosopher, along with Tamara. How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you today, Mike?
I'm doing pretty good. Good. I see you still got the Christmas tree up. We're just gonna keep that, hung up for the rest of the.
Yeah, he's going he gonna be up for a minute, at least through May.
There you go. Through May. Wow. Okay.
That's right.
That's what's up. All right. It's nice though. I like it. Yeah. So
Yeah,
this you said what? It matched the decor a little bit.
that's
Yeah, I
right.
see. I see
That's
the
right.
little blue ball next to it, or is that a globe, or what is
Yeah,
that?
my little globe. This is
Oh
my
yeah,
favorite color.
it looked like a bowling ball actually from here, but it
Oh,
looks dope. Oh yeah. I like
you like
that.
a
I
bowling
like that. I like that.
ball.
So this episode was more enlightening, more information with everything. And we I don't know if we halfway through the season already. I don't know, but we're getting there at least. I think this is the third or fourth one in. So
Yeah, this is episode 4. It's hard to
yeah,
tell because we keep adding people.
yeah, they keep adding people. So I gotta, we gotta pick up new personalities, new names. So they're trying to make it challenging for us, but it ain't nothing we can't handle. Small things to a giant. You know what I mean? So we're gonna keep on pushing on. So what do you think about the guys this time? Tell me. Oh, I'll let you go in the order you want to go. Go ahead.
Yeah. So for some reason, I can't remember the new guy's name. That should
Okay.
tell you how I feel about him. 'Cause I can't
Yeah.
remember his name.
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
He kind of funny looking, but Laverne is still my boo thing. He got to go
Sure.
on the date with Joy, who's also my favorite. And I just feel like their chemistry is well matched. She can handle him, he can handle her. She was able to break through and ask him some deeper questions because I think
Mhm.
Laverne kind of drives conversations in most cases. You could see she was able to get through. So Laverne is still, he's dropping down a little bit just because he's not engaged.
What? Laverne
I still
is
think he's
dropping?
trying to stay going, but he's still my number one, right? Like Laverne, because they're gonna vote you off soon, so you're gonna have to call me anyway. But you can
You-
tell he's selective about. He's not trying to meet all the women,
mhm. Mhm. That's
and which
true.
is gonna hurt him if he don't pick somebody and align with them. He's
Well,
gonna end up.
who is it that he's really aligned with though?
He Joy and
Mm, Joy is taken by Cliff.
but there's most of these women. Well, the top women have more than one man that like them. That's another thing you can see. Takia's got 2 people that like her. Sabrina does as well. Joy does too, which is cool. That just means the other women and the other guys who are picking one of these women, they might go home.
Mhm.
But and I think Joy likes Laverne, but not as much as Cliff. Cliff is definitely her first choice, but I think Laverne's her second.
Okay.
Um, but he also likes Ace, which I still don't understand. So Clifton is next, right?
What
He's still a 10.
before you go to Clifton, let me say this.
Yeah.
There was somebody who said that Laverne has a God complex.
Yeah, who said that? Precious said
Precious.
that.
Yeah.
She said that he expects women to come to him, and
Yeah.
I think that's gonna hurt him because I do think he's being selective. I think the women he's not talking to, he don't like they vibe. He don't
Yeah,
he's not
but
playing the game the way he should.
yeah, and it seemed like, I don't know, just outside looking in, it seemed like his personality has been taking a dive a little bit because it seemed like it's hard to connect with Laverne. Like he has this, I don't know about a God complex like Precious said, but he does seem to be a little, I don't know, to women he do kind of step to them and talk to them, but he kind of over the top. And then and if he don't like you, he not gonna step to you at all. So it's like he's in the no man's land where he's either too much or nothing at all, and he got to find a middle ground somewhere, and he got to connect with somebody other than Joy if he plan on staying there, because all other things being said, how his personality looks or whatever, they will vote you off if they ain't got no connection with you. I mean, I've seen even some of the baddest women get voted off because they wasn't connecting with some of the guys, especially in some other seasons, So Laverne got to step up his G a little bit. What do you think?
The only thing that would save him is because nobody's checking for Ace.
Right.
That's the only way he gets saved, is because he's been saying her name since the beginning. And so if she says his name, and she's strong enough to fight the other women off, because there's 3 women that don't like Laverne already, right? Like, talking negative.
And that's kind of growing a little bit. But with Ace, they like polar opposites, though.
Yeah, I don't. I still don't see what he sees. But she called his name last week. He called her name this week. So maybe there's something going on off camera that we don't see.
Yeah, maybe on the phones or whatever.
Yeah, but I think what'll happen, he'll end up in the bottom, and somebody's gonna have to tell him, dude, you're not connecting with enough of the women. You're gonna either need to step it up, or you're gonna, because I don't think they're gonna vote him off right away because he's too attractive. But he, like you said, he can't get voted off. But I noticed something new about him today.
Okay.
He has pretty legs.
Oh my goodness.
A man with pretty legs. Oh my goodness. He was sitting down, and I looked at his knee, like to his calf, like I like, oh my God.
Laverne could do no wrong, boy, I tell you.
He got the good genes. Anyway, so he's still my top, but I'm worried about my baby because only I understand you, sweetheart. That's why I say you should call me.
I think you'll give them a lot of concessions because you're attracted to them. And this is what I was saying in the last episode, is that people you're attracted to can just get away with more. They simply. Yeah. So that's
it's because you like them more. Like, that's anything, right? Like, I got 3 dogs.
Yeah, I mean,
my new dog, I like him the most. He get away with all kind of stuff. The other dogs, they can't. It's
Yeah, I mean,
it's your favorite.
Yeah, true. It's the same with men too. I mean, women we attracted to, whatever, they get away with the most. It's just a thing of nature, I guess. It just is what it is. But he still needs to make some connections because at some point they're gonna look around and they're gonna be booed up with somebody else, and then he's gonna be the odd man out. So he got to find a way to stay. Yeah. But ready for Cliff.
And so Cliff likes Joy, which I think they're great together.
Yeah.
But he also likes Carmen, which I just don't get. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. The women just do not like Carmen, boy.
She is not attractive. I know what y'all see. Y'all see in her figure. I get it. Her personality is not nice enough either. So I just don't like her. But he likes her. But I'd rather see him with Joy, and I'd rather see Carmen at home. Okay. And then of course there's Eric, the chef, who I think is really attractive and really cool because he likes Takia. Then here comes Carmen, stank ass.
Wow.
Coming in the kitchen. She was like pushing up on him, you
know why though? You know why?
I know she know him.
Well, she knows him for number one. Yeah. Number two, it's the women's week. You gotta start making connections because, and this is why what I noticed is all the women were full court pressing on all the men this week. You know what I mean? Because they know it's their week and they got to get rid of somebody. So I can't really be mad at Carmen for kind of making her presence known. I anticipate next week the men gonna be doing the same thing. They're gonna be hard pressing on the women to hey, we got a connection, keep me around.
Yeah, I don't like her, but it's cool. that just made me not like her more because, and not so much of what she did in the presence in the kitchen, but what she said in her confessional. They go to Kia, talking like. girl. That's what she's supposed to be doing. She likes the guy, right? Now, of course, he's supposed to ingratiate the next woman that comes along. And the kid supposed to be like, our connection strong, baby. Call me later, right? I ain't tripping. So she handled it well. Carmen is just, her attitude is suspicious. So I don't like her. I mean, to keep saying that. Tory moved up to number 4 for me because he also has pretty legs. I caught that too.
Oh my goodness, with the legs. Okay, you're a leg woman, huh?
He had his locks down. I told you I was waiting for him to take them locks down. I was like, oh
yeah. I've heard some other women talk about him taking his hair down, and they all liked it. They all thought it was a better look for him. So yeah, he done moved up to number 4. Wow.
Yeah, and I like that he gave Sabrina a gift. He's stepping it up, making his intentions known. And I think she and him have a better chemistry than she has with Demetrius. I know she's just drawn to the beard and the chocolate. I get it. Actually, I don't get it. He stepped it up too this week. It annoyed me though, but
I was gonna say, what did you think about his poetry style he did with Ace?
Oh, I thought it was a little. I'm not a poetry person, right? So I'm a techie. I don't have an appreciation for stuff like that. So I thought it was
arts, really? Wow.
Well, arts, drama, but poetry's always been over my head. Like I'm not.
Gotcha.
I don't think I'm deep enough for it, to be honest.
Yeah, you are.
But I mean, I thought it was a cute gesture for him to do it. It was better than when on some other season some dude did some rap thing, poetry thing, and it didn't land well. He
was the first one eliminated too on that season. Last season, right, he was the first one gone. Yeah. And he did it to Aisha. Aisha didn't appreciate it. She just didn't.
Yeah,
over her head.
I think Tory's landed better.
It was all right until the end. He said something about star, and it didn't rhyme at the end. It was like
it didn't rhyme at the end.
Yeah.
I'm gonna knock you for that. It could have been deep though, but
yeah. I mean, the first first half was pretty dope, and then he kind of messed it up. But Ace still gave him props for it. She appreciated the whole. So, some women will appreciate it, other women won't. He just happened to find Ace, and she seemed to appreciate it. So, good for him. He picked the right one to do that too. So.
Yeah. So, did I start writing stuff on the other guys? I usually get to my top 4, and everybody else just kind of falls off strongly for me. Oh yeah. So then Paul will be next because I feel great that him and Christina. And maybe she's just got a milder personality and can handle him because they seem to get along really well. Maybe he took some notes. The new girl, yeah, they were talking. And so I'm like, Paul's never going home. Paul going to end up in the final 4.
He keeps staying alive some kind of way. He keeps staying alive.
Wiley, I don't know. I feel like he could be going next. Because he liked the new lady, Christina, but I feel like she had I could tell from her body language, the way she was kind of leaned in and playing with her hair, that she liked Paul better. That was more her speed, more her style. He was a little smoother than Wiley. Now, Wiley has a great body, but Wiley still, to me, with the box fade, he just comes across like a college, high school kid to me.
Right. But they are the same age. They're around the same age, so you would think that she would appreciate that.
She could. She also dates.
But she went for PO, and he like the oldest guy there. I was a bit surprised by that. The youngest girl going for the oldest dude. I mean, not that anything is wrong with that. But it was just a little bit surprising that was the route that she went. But yeah.
I always think everybody's next relationship is really based on the one they were in before. So if she was in a relationship with an immature guy, what she's going to go after is a more mature guy. Because that's what I would do. I would, when I was married, my ex-husband was in the streets. He was a player. The next guy I got engaged to, he was much older. He was settled. I knew where he was at. He was at work or he was asleep, right? Because then I didn't have to worry about that piece. I didn't have to worry about him.
But let me test that theory though.
Yeah.
Okay. What's her name? AP. All right. Her guy was 15 years older than her, but she is having no parts of Wiley. So if that was her last relationship, why ain't she going for Wiley?
Well, but AP's husband died. It wasn't like
I know,
he did,
but still, that was still her last.
My thing is, it's based off of what you learn. Like, if I say,
so it was done on good terms, and that's why she's probably looking for that again. But if it ends on bad terms, they'll probably look for the opposite. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I really meant. Not so much as the age thing, but I meant like if the person's immature and still feel like, what's better than P, new P, if you feel like that, then you might want to go for somebody who's past that, right? He doesn't have all the P he can get, and he really wants to settle down, right? So to me, that would be logically my next choice. I ain't like that dude. I'm gonna pick somebody that's not chasing that. But that's my theory. And then the new guy I have next, can't remember his name. He looks funny to me. Like he should be attractive, but to me he looks interesting.
Well, there was a lot of women who were impressed with him. What I noticed is that somebody I know said his nose looks like a snout on a pig. If you look at the video, you look at his nose. It has a funny shape to it because it does kind of snout out a little bit. But that's what I heard. I ain't really checking for the guy, but that's what I heard from somebody else.
I mean, his face is like perfectly round. To me, he looked like he wear makeup.
Really?
Yeah, he like I wouldn't find him.
So he's not a pretty boy? Is he a pretty boy to you or no?
He looks like
you said makeup. Like, what do you mean? Like a cross-dresser or something?
He gives a metrosexual vibe.
Oh, okay.
I'm not attracted to.
Got you.
I'm attracted to more of a, I told you I got my little thug thing.
Manly man, yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm attracted to like a confident man. Not that he's not confident, but he seemed like he'd be in the mirror longer than me and brushing his beard, and like I'm just not drawn to that. So for him, he's not unattractive, but he is funny looking to me.
Gotcha.
And he didn't.
So he's last on your list.
He's low on my list, and then Demetrius, is at the bottom.
Oh,
he stays.
Yeah.
When he was trying to put it out there.
I was gonna say he stepped up his game. He stepped it up with, he pulled her to the side and he said, "Look, let's do this thing." He got close to Sabrina and was like, I know I've been playing it low for a while, but let's get to know each other. Let's do this. He did what he was supposed to do.
He did.
He showed a little bit more personality.
He did.
He still last?
He still is last.
Okay.
Because what was he waiting on?
I ain't got no dog in the fight. I'm just wondering. I'm just trying to see.
I feel like he woke up like, shoot, if I don't start talking to people, I'm gonna go home. And then I think what it was when he pulled aside the one lady, must have been AP. I don't know, that person, whatever he showed doesn't match his exterior to me. And so maybe that threw me off, and I didn't prefer it. I just felt like he came in a little hot. Just like,
Well, he asked her some pretty direct questions. I'm gonna get into it when we talk about AP, but he asked her some pretty direct questions. Some of them I wasn't really feeling that she said. So maybe he was feeling a little bit of the same way. So, okay. I put it this way. I get what you were saying all, pretty much this whole season with Demetri up until this episode, because I thought that he did kind of step it up. He did try to get to know some of the ladies after he was playing the background for a while. He did what he was supposed to do. Maybe he was just like, he a military guy, so he gonna strike when it's hot. He gonna strike at the right time. I think he felt like that was the right time to strike. He's strategic with it. You know what I mean? He probably reading everybody, that whole time before, but now that he stepped up his game, he like, okay, now let me solidify some stuff. So I see, because I see everybody, I see what's going on.
I wrote, he learned the word intentional. He used it so much. It bothered me. I was like, what do you do? We pick up a dictionary.
Military.
Have to be a little more intentional. Like the speech he gave, Precious, intentional. Like, oh.
Yeah. Wow, you just have this disdain for Demetrius.
I don't like him. I told you that.
I know, but yeah.
Demetrius and Carmen. Those two people, their personalities rub me the wrong way.
And Carmen?
Yeah, but okay, so I went through my list for you to go to your guys.
All righty. Let me go to the ladies. And let me tell you about Dakia. Look, she's still doing her thing. She's moving around. She got, she solidifying herself with Eric a little bit, and she's still playing the field. Can't be mad at that. She's pretty on point. She's very intentional, okay, with everything that she's doing. And she's pretty cool. I don't really have no issue with her. I think she played it well when Carmen came into the kitchen. She played it classy lady. Don't let them see you sweat, and she didn't show no intimidation by Carmen or anything like that. She was just like, I know she didn't really appreciate it, but at the same time, it wasn't worth, getting all rowdy about. So that shows me she has some emotional intelligence. All right. So I still got her 7.5. She's still up there. Sabrina, 7.5 still too. She one thing about her though is, like I said, she got pretty girl privilege, right? So she gonna play the background and wait for all the guys to come to her. And I thought Demetri did what he was supposed to do. He put the contract in front of her, wanted her to sign it, so he had to seal that deal. I think that was the right time to do it too, at that particular moment, because she was starting to get a little worried about it. But I think that, they both handled that situation pretty well. I think I see them going pretty far, actually, especially since they're both attracted to each other. They both trying to get to know each other. Everything looks like it's a go. And I don't really have any knock on her so much. So Sabrina is still up there at a 7.5. Oh, precious, your precious heart. Okay. Precious, yeah, you are. Let me give you some words of advice. You are coming on a little too strong for the guys. You got PO who's saying, oh man, you need to dial it down and all this other stuff. And then you pretty much showed your hand. You ain't been in a relationship in this much, and you've been celibate for 6 months, and you've been ain't nothing wrong with a little transparency, you know what I mean? But I guess when you add it to some of the other moves you've been making, it just honestly, from a guy point of view, it makes you look a little thirsty, just a little. Okay, so you probably want to dial that back a little bit, be a little more classy, be more of a listener. She was talking about she wants to show her personality and this, that, and the third, because it connects with the guys more, and guys do like that, don't get me wrong, but I just think that you need to be a little more harder to catch, I guess. I don't know. because she just, it depends on the guy, but the guys that she's dealing with there, especially PO, it's a turn off for him. You know, PO seems like
And
a guy.
Demetrius.
Yeah, and Demetrius. They both seem, well, especially PO, he seems to be a guy who wants to do the chasing. Dimitri, he probably don't mind if you chase him, but he probably picked up on some thirst vibes, you know what I mean? So,
Can I ask you a question?
yeah, go ahead.
Because what I thought about her, well, all you're saying is true. I thought the word thirsty, but I thought this is one of those, like you mentioned, if somebody's attractive, if you get away with more. It's not that I don't think that Precious is not attractive. I just think she can't pull it off, right? Like her body ain't banging enough.
Right.
Lord knows I can't stand that swoop on her weave, on her wig, right? She just can't pull it off. She's gotta be, that can't be her MO, because people don't desire her that way. What she's got to do is get them to desire her because they learn and know her heart, because she doesn't have a big, I looked like she don't have a curvy body, right. And she, you know, and this is okay, but yeah. I mean, maybe that's the way she's gotten around. It's been effective for her. But with the other women around, she can't stand out that way.
Well, yeah, and that's what I was going to say. If, you know, her dating style is not, I don't even want to say it's not suited for this, because actually it is. But you said something that I agree with, and I was actually thinking that, is that she's probably used to moving this way. She just needs to dial it down, and I'm not sure if she knows how to do that. And honestly, it's hard, because since you don't have all that stuff, since you don't have the banging face, don't have the banging body, she do got to kind of make up for it in some kind of way. And this is probably the way that she's used to making it up, is by, giving you so much personality. You know what I mean? One-on-one, she may be able to get away with it. But, with her one on, 7 guys, and these guys got other women to choose from, they're going to be like, she's trying too hard. Now, if they were alone at a pool hall or whatever, and she came that way, it'll work for her. You see what I'm saying? If it was a one-on-one situation, but her dating style is not suited for this type of environment, because she got immediate competition, and these women with immediate competition is going to, especially some of the ways that their personality and their dating style is just, and plus they got more, they got the body, they got the face, so they're going to have a little pretty girl privilege, and they know guys are going to come after them. So she kind of caught in the catch-22, if you ask me, because she's kind of damned if she do and damned if she don't, and that's kind of hard to fix. So I kind of feel for her, because I honestly don't know how she could really do it better. But I think all things really can be fixed with personality, but it's hard to really ask her to change her personality at this stage in the game. And she can't, now that she came out this way, she can't dial it back. Because if she try to dial it back, they're gonna be like, okay, well, she tapping out, let's get rid of her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if she come on stronger, they're gonna be like, oh, she too thirsty, let's get rid of her. So she's in a damned if do and damned if don't situation right now. And for that reason, I just don't think that this is the process for her. She's gonna meet her guy off the show. Mm-hmm. And yes, I wouldn't be surprised if she was already nominated to go, so she's already at the bottom with the guys. And I honestly, I'm kind of surprised Ace is still hanging in there. But she must be doing enough engaging with the guys to stay in there. But yeah, I'm not sure. I will say she needs a different personality, but it's kind of too late for that now. So,
Okay.
but we'll see how it goes with Precious. So Precious. Anyway. All right, let's go with Joy. She's a joy to be around. She's still at 7. She's still cool. She's still making connections. She still got her main guy, Cliff. You said she's connecting with Laverne, you know, and she's, she could kind of, move with anybody. She's a cool chick. I'm really starting to think she is the coolest there. I did have the key. I kind of go back and forth with them too. But Joy, I think, is probably just the easiest to get along with, and probably is probably more of her genuine personality. Like Dakia, I'm not sure how much of that is her representative. You know what I mean? But I think that I think a lot of it is her personality, but maybe 20% is her representative. But I think with Joy is probably 90 to 95 really her. I could be wrong, but that's just what I see so far. It looks like her genuine self. So for that reason, she does kind of personality wise trump everybody else at the on the show so far. So like I said, I got her at a 7, and she's pretty dope. Ace, I got at a 6. I'm just not seeing it in Ace. I'm not seeing her really making connections. I know she was talking to Tory and let him do his little poetry style type thing, you know what I mean? But I'm not seeing her giving anything. I'm not seeing her being transparent. I'm not seeing her be emotionally available. She seemed to have a shell around her emotions. She seemed to have a shell around, like a protective layer, so that it's hard to get in and get to know the real her. Like I said, in her interviews and stuff like that, you see more of her. It's probably, in her interviews, that's probably 80-90% her. But when she's with these guys, I swear it's like reverse. It's like 20% of her. It's like more 80.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I wonder if it's the cameras, but the interview is the cameras too, right? They ask you a question. What you're not hearing is the producer asks a question, you respond. But it's maybe her acting is bad, because she definitely be looking like,
right. Yeah,
girl,
exactly. It's like, we all know that's your representative. That is not the real you. And because she don't be doing that in the interview, she don't be doing that. She comes straight out. She be more of herself. So, if I had to pick a bottom, I would say Ace would be my bottom, or she's in the top 2 bottom to me, because I'm not seeing enough of her, the real her, and I don't even know if she's ready to really open up and show more of herself. She just seemed like she's going through the motions, just doing this not to necessarily just to be on TV, but it's like, stop being fake. That's all I can say.
That's your message to Ace.
That's my message to Ace. I mean, I do like Ace. I just don't. I would never feel comfortable. You know what I mean? Choosing her, because it's like she has that Demetrius. She has that in her. Like, what's up with you for real? Like, now he came out of his shell. She still hasn't. So I don't know. So we'll see what happened with her. I wouldn't be surprised if she's in the top 2, bottom 2. So
okay.
Next is your favorite,
Carmen.
Carmen. Yeah. Carmen, listen, I mean, when she came in the kitchen, racks on racks on racks. Okay.
That's all y'all see. That's all that really matter. That's all that matter.
Racks on racks on racks. That's all I was seeing. I mean, look, she do have a decent body. You know, she do have a decent body. I could kind of see where she is obnoxious. I could kind of see that. I could kind of see how some of the women will see that in her. You know, she had a little masculine energy. Just a little masculine energy. I mean, she came in there, she bogarted her way. She was like, "Tell me, do you like it? I want to hear it. I want to hear the words." You know, and it was almost like kind of like a dude. I picture a dude saying that, you know. But at the same time, you know, I can't be mad at her for trying to, like, she probably was crushing on Eric for a while and just never acted on it because it would have been unprofessional at the time.
Yeah, I think they worked together or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But since they're in this setting now, she can let all that professionalism stuff go and go after the guy, because she probably, like I said, was crushing on him before. I mean, it makes sense that she's, you know, attached to him now because, oh, Eric is here. I've been checking for him. Let me shoot my shot now. I couldn't do it in the corporate world, but now I can do it now. I can't be mad at her for that. I mean, you know, a lot of people, you know, you, me, anybody included, if we was crushing on somebody and then we see them on the show, we're going to shoot a shot, you know? Why not?
It would be more comfortable doing it because I know that outside of the show.
Yeah, outside of professional life, you see them and you be like, yeah, you know. So I'm not really mad at her for that. And look, people interrupt people all the time. Hey, can I steal him from you? Can I steal her from you? Can I steal him from you? They do it all the time.
Yep, and they do, and that's a nice way to do it. Not the way she did it, but I get it. As you talked about, I was thinking, Tamara, the stuff you don't like about her is some stuff you don't like about yourself, and so I have to own that. Especially when you have masculine energy, I'm like, go. And I know one thing I don't like about her is her nose, and I'm like, yeah, but her nose is like your nose, but I don't like my nose either. So I just I had to sit here and be like, same, but don't like about her, you know, is stuff you don't like about you.
So what? Let me get this straight. You see yourself in Carmen?
I know I have masculine energy. I know I do. I try really hard to bring it down, but it comes out. I know I do. So when you mentioned it, I was like, so anyway.
Well, yeah, I mean, that as far as her, I seen a little bit of it. I'm not saying she's not a woman. I'm not saying she's not even feminine. I'm just saying, you know, just how, look, both you and her are bosses. Okay. So y'all move like bosses, but a lot of times it's hard to, you know, turn that off sometimes. Now, I know you can turn it off. I don't know her situation.
But I think if a woman is like that, and this is for the ladies, right? I'm not saying having masculine energy is bad, especially when you work, you got to do it. But my dad raised me kind of like that. I know how to change an oil, change a tire. I have that. It's from a little kid, but just know all men won't like that. Correct. They just won't. And you're gonna lose some. You might win some, but you might lose more. If you don't know how to manage it.
And honestly, some women who, you know, the damsels in distress, they seem to attract a lot of guys for some reason. You know,
yes, they do. Yes, they do. I wish I could play the Betty Boop myself. I can't do it, but it resonates.
Yeah, it does. It does something to a man. It taps into his natural masculinity, and he want to put his cape on to save the day and stuff like that, you know. But there's nothing wrong with that. Women having that in today's society, I do feel is a bit necessary to have a little bit of that energy, especially in the workplace, not necessarily in the home place, but definitely in the workplace. You do got to, stay competitive and aggressive. I don't really have much issue with Carmen. um I think that she's cool. you know I just seen a little of the masculine, and so I seen what you were seeing, and I kind of identified what it was. And
Okay.
I just think that she just can come off a little bit too much sometimes. But Eric don't seem to mind it. He seemed to be entertaining her. I don't think he's feeling her as much as the Kia.
Right.
uh
And that's what I like more about him is he's like, yeah, I see her, but Dakia, right? And because of the kind of guy he is, that
well,
Dakia is more his speed.
the Kia, she
Um,
has a little bit more feminine energy. That's probably
yeah.
why.
She's
And he
classier
used to
and
work for her, so it's probably a little awkward trying to holler at your boss or whatever, you know what I mean, or your previous boss or
mm-hmm.
employer or whatever. So he's kind of looking at it like, I kind of don't want to mix that business with that pleasure, you know what I mean? So but for those reasons, I think Carmen is cool. She's still at 6.5. um Racks on racks on racks. And
I'm not, I can't be mad about that, but
yeah,
I just don't
don't.
like
I know, but she's harmless. She going after the guy she want, and from a male perspective, that's not so. That's not necessarily a bad thing. At least she's making it known
her.
where she stands. She do got personality. She is successful woman business wise. She's not ugly. I mean, you ain't gonna be embarrassed to be with her or anything like that. Um, is she the most gorgeous woman on the earth? Obviously not. But you don't need that. She got other good and great qualities about her that even her out. You know what I mean?
For her racks.
The racks. That yeah. I mean, she got a nice little body. Um,
Yep. She took the contacts out, so I can give her
Took the
that. She didn't
contacts
have those
out.
on.
Yeah, so that, like I said, that was an easy fix, and she fixed that. So, good for her. So, next up is AP. Now, as we all know, AP is gone, and I understand why. Okay, your boy Demetri, he had dinner with AP, and she said some things that I didn't really like. She was kind of harping on losing her husband. He was 14 years, 14 to 15 years her senior. Okay. And then Dimitri kind of asked her a probing question. He was like, "Are you affectionate?" Because she could do kind of look stiff. So I would have probably asked her the same question. And she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm very affectionate," and this, that, and the third. And he made the same face I made. Like, I would have to see that to believe it. You know what I mean? So, she don't come off as warm. She come off as cold. You know what I mean? And she comes off as not being totally over her other situation, and still, and, and no guy wants to get in a relationship with a woman who's going to compare you to her ex all the time. And I have a feeling that's what she's going to do, whether it be verbally or non-verbally. She's going to compare you to her ex that passed away. Oh well, Henry used to do it this way, and and you don't want no parts of that. You know what I mean? No guy wants no parts of that. No woman wants to be compared to a man's ex. Especially if they left on good terms. Like if I had a woman and she passed away, and I'm still mourning her, and then I get in a relationship with you, and I'll be like, "Oh well, such and such wouldn't have," you're gonna be like, "Oh, I don't have time for this." Get over that. don't come on a dating site. Get over that. And once you're open to getting to know who I am instead of reflecting on who you was with, then maybe we can do something. But I'm not sure. I'm not convinced you're there yet. I'm not sure you're in that open space yet. You know.
Mm.
Another thing she said that I didn't like is she said, well, I want you to be the Superman, right? But I'm no Lois Lane. You can't count on me like Lois Lane. And
Yeah.
I'm like, what? So why would I pick you then? That's what I'm thinking. I want a Lois Lane to my Superman. I am Superman. I'm looking for Lois. If you're not her, then you don't need to be here. And so they voted her off. And I totally get it. You know what I mean? Who says, oh, well, I'm Lois Lane, but I don't want you to. I'm not Superman. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you said that, like, it's like, okay, well, if I said something like I'm not Superman, I mean, it's like, so what? Like, what are you then? You a scrub? You know what I mean? I'm not on a dating site dating 8 other women just to be with the scrub. You see what I'm saying? I have other options. I'll choose one of those. I'm not doing the whole, scrub thing. So she don't probably realize the stuff that she was saying was a turn off. You know what I mean? I mean, physically, she's not that bad. I mean, she wasn't drop dead or nothing like that. Let's be clear about that. But her trying to not be all the woman she can for you, turn off. So
yeah, I remember what she said. I thought she said that I know what she was trying to say, not like that she's helpless and she needs to be rescued. But I don't think she understood how that would be perceived. She should have probably qualified it a little bit more, because I don't know. I can't speak for all women. I know, you said I was a boss earlier, but I want a Superman. Like, that's why there's a certain type of guy I date, because I feel like he can protect me, wrap me up, and right. And so I just don't think she understood what she said. I think.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I don't think she understood what she was saying and the signals she was giving out. But to Demetrius and to me, it was all turn off. It was like, okay, bloop, bloop, just everything was turning off, and it was like, okay, she can go home. She can go home and heal and get over her ex who had passed away, but this process is not for her. She had already canceled half of the guys there already. The Wileys, the Cliftons, so it's like, this process ain't for you. So you can't say stuff like that. I'm no Lois Lane. Almost like saying you can't count on me. That's how men interpret it. You can't count on me to be there. Okay. So you can't say all of that, then cancel or disqualify half the staff and expect to stay there. You see what I'm saying? So it was her time to go. Wish her the best, but she's probably going to need a dating coach, to really get her where she needs to be to find her a good match. Because I don't think she will do it herself. She did it before, but I don't know. We'll see. Next up is the new chick, Christina, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's dope. She's dope.
She's really pretty. I thought she was really.
Yeah, she's at 7.5.
That's the highest you go.
Yeah, that's the highest I go. I mean, she wasn't really she wasn't drop dead or nothing like that, you know what I mean? But she could hold her own with Sabrina and Dakia, but still trying to check out her personality too. I was kind of I don't know why I was tripping that she went to PO. I'm not mad at the age though. I'm not mad at her going after a guy that age. So, but she's pretty cool so far. So from what I could see, got to see more of her. I only got really, a couple glimpses. And we'll just check out how the rest of the season goes. But looks wise, she's up there with Sabrina and Dakia. Probably she's not better looking than Sabrina, but she's on par with Dakia, I think. Even though I got all of them at 7.5, but still, yeah.
Yeah, you do. That's how I know that's
I will probably even go 8 with Sabrina. I will probably go 8 with Sabrina, and Christina and Dakia will be 7.5.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So I know I'm a little harsh with the rankings, but
you are. It's okay. I accepted it like last season that you're grading.
Yeah.
There will be no 10s on Mike's list.
Well, not necessarily. I just haven't seen many 10s, and I mentioned this in another episode, and this is just not fair. Maybe I should mention this now or not, but I don't think you could be a 10 if you're over 27. I just don't see. I know.
I gotta find a way to roll my eyes so hard
I know.
so that you just know how effed up that comment.
I know.
And you, how old are you? Don't even. You're not 27. Don't.
No, I'm not 27.
But see, I'm an equality girl, so I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna be quiet.
Oh. I'm not claiming to be a 10 or nothing. I'm not claiming to be a 10, but what I'm saying
but you're a 10 to somebody.
Yeah, probably.
You're probably a 10 to somebody, right? So for you to say you can't be a 10 if you're older than 27,
well, see,
get the out of here.
The scale is different from men to women.
Oh, you finna get on. That sounds like some. You cheated on the Kevin Samuels. My stomach's starting to hurt. I think I need to clean up. It's dinner's coming back up.
Oh my goodness!
Coming from.
I'm just saying they're different scales. I do count. Mileage. Baby making.
Mileage on what?
We don't need to go there.
Are we talking about mileage? Because I get stretch marks mileage, or are we talking about some different kind of mileage?
Let's say body count. Let's just say body count.
But women get better sexually with age.
Yeah.
A 27-year-old ain't nowhere near as good a woman in her 40s, and I'm expecting all women to like that comment. They're not, right? They don't even know their body. They don't even know what squirting is like and orgasms really is like. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna tell you that. But maybe you don't care if she's squirting.
No,
right?
No,
if
I do care.
Really
I do
it
care.
is feeling good to her.
I do care. I do.
Okay.
It's based on a number of different things. Okay, it's based on youth. It's based on baby making years. It's based on not being I guess you could say stuck in their ways at a certain ages. And I'm not, look, I think a woman past 27 can be a 9, even 9.5. They just can't be a 10. Okay, past 27. Halle Berry no longer a 10. A lot of women no longer 10.
Yeah. It's probably good you're not dating.
Well,
people would be
okay. Let me say the caveat, okay? Because I didn't say the caveat last time. Let me say the caveat. There's one caveat, ladies. You could be a 10 and you're past 27. You ready for this? You can be a 10 if you're my woman. Okay. You see what I'm saying? If you're my woman, you can be a 10. even if you have kids, if you have, you know, you could still,
Yeah, high body count.
because I'm gonna look at you with hard eyes, and you're gonna be a 10 if you're my woman. But if you're not my woman, you can't be a 10 past
Okay.
27. Fair enough.
Very good.
All right. So there you go. You a trip, girl.
Yeah. I don't know why you asked me to be your co-star. You know good well I'm not
right?
gonna be like, that's nice, Mike.
You're just gonna give me the business up here, boy.
Everybody's entitled to their opinion, Mike.
Yeah. Everybody is, you know. But that's just how I view it. Like I said, if you're my woman, my wife, or whatever, you can definitely be a 10. But you know,
right.
To get to that point,
as it should be,
as it should, yeah. So. But that is going to do it for this episode. You have anything else you want to add to it?
No, I think we covered it. I don't think I knew that AP got voted off, but I think that was the right choice. I was hoping Precious wasn't going next. I think she could be tweaked if somebody just gave her a little bit of coaching.
Yeah, she could be tweaked. Like I said, she's in a precarious position because she's damned if she do or don't. It's just that she got to find a way to connect with the guys without maybe being so sexual and being so aggressive. I think if she was just more laid back with her style and you know, her personality, and let the guys engage her a little bit, you know, I think that she would be better off. I just think that she just got to dial it down. I'm not sure if she's going to even know how to do that at this point. So for those reasons, I think she may be next to go, either her or Ace. So those are the ladies I'm choosing to probably go later, you know, Precious or Ace. I hope Precious sticks around. I do want to see some more of her. Ace, I'm already knowing what she's going to do and say, and her representative, oh hi, you know, all this other stuff. So it's like, you know, she can kick rocks, no disrespect, you know.
Yeah. We didn't, well, this guys will be voted off next. I think Wiley might be next because we already established Paul ain't going away. He knows somebody, he related, right?
Yeah.
And Demetrius, he start opening his mouth, so he ain't going nowhere, regardless of how I feel about it. It might be Wiley or Laverne. If Laverne don't engage more women, they might vote him off.
What about Tory? You don't think Tory going
in? Not yet. I mean, he will eventually will, but not yet. No.
Yeah, Wiley or Laverne? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, because part of me also thought Laverne might have disconnected a little bit at the last thing. Could be for various reasons. You know how you'll find out after the show that maybe he got back with his ex, or got called to be on a different show, or you know, got his patent approved. Who knows? He seemed a tad bit disconnected to the process, not even to the women, but just like I don't feel like doing that today. Today I'm gonna sit in the cut, and so.
All right. Yeah, we shall see. You know, yeah, he better start making some connections, because if all he got is Sabrina. Was it Sabrina?
No,
Joy. If all he got is Joy,
mm-hmm.
You know, and Ace maybe get let go. So
yeah,
if Ace is gone, that's bad news for Laverne. Okay, especially since Joy is really checking for Clifton. She's talking about sexual tension and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? So he ain't in there that good with Joy to ride her coattails. So yeah, he gotta step up his G. So yep, I think that'll wrap it up for this one. Thanks for joining us. Hit the like, share, subscribe, and we will catch y'all in the next one. Since the BMR covered it, now it's official. Peace.
All right.